Hi guys, this is Obi Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you the perfect way to make ogbono soup with okra. Let's go. We have our pot on the fire. We add our meat, add the Ponmo, that is cow skin. Here I'm introducing the stock fish. We're going to boil the meat. We add onions to it. We're going to add seasoning to it, any seasoning of your choice, then salt to taste. We're going to boil the meat. We'll cover it to steam first. So I've added the salt. Let's cover, give it a stir a little bit. Then let's cover it to cook for like 5 minutes before we add water for cooking proper. Because here you can see there's no water. I first of all steam my meat. Here it has cooked for like 5 minutes. There's little water from the meat. But we're going to add water again for proper cooking. So we'll add in some water. We'll add in some water. We'll give it a stir. Then I'll cover it to steam, to cook for 20 minutes. Here it's 20 minutes already. Let me check. The meat is cooked. Then I'll add more water, enough water to cook the soup. This water will be enough for me to cook the soup. I will introduce our Ugba. Ugba, that is oil bean, shredded oil bean. Here I'm adding in some pepper, some grinded pepper, yellow habanero pepper into the soup. Here there's smoked fish. This is mackerel fish, smoked. The flavor is very nice for ogbono soup also. So to make this ogbono soup, if there's mackerel fish, it gives another type of flavor. Here I'm introducing a pounded crayfish or grinded, anyway, whichever way you like it. But you can't get it wrong with crayfish in African soup. Crayfish is very important. It gives it a very nice taste. It makes your soup very tasty. So we just give it a stir here now. We'll stir and cover to cook for some time. Let it cook for 5 minutes. So we can introduce other ingredients. Check the description box down below. You see all the ingredients listed. This is Okra or Dawadawa locust bean powder. Dried locust bean, then I grinded it into powder. It's very good for ogbono soup. I use it for my ogbono soup. It gives it a unique taste. I'm introducing more seasoning, any seasoning of your choice. But here I'm adding 2 cubes of seasoning. I don't like too much seasoning in my soup. 2 cubes is enough to cook the soup, plus the one I added for boiling the meat. Those are okay for me. I give it a stir. Let's give it a stir here. Then we'll cover to simmer. Simmer for like 2 minutes. Here we're going to introduce the ogbono. But here we're going to melt the ogbono. You add palm oil to make the ogbono. Palm oil into your ogbono that you've grinded, and form it into a paste like this. This is the result you get when you stir and mix it very well. So I will introduce it into the pot. As I'm introducing it into the soup, as I add a little, I stir, I mix. I use my spoon to mix. You mix, mix, mix. Make sure you mix thoroughly and check the thickness of the soup. If it is too thick, you add more water. If it is, the consistency is okay, the way you like it, you continue with the soup that way. But for me, it's getting thicker. I think this soup is going to come out very thick. So I might need some more water. If I need some more water, I'm going to introduce a little water. Yes, I will add a little water because the ogbono is too thick. This water will aid the soup to cook well. To make the ogbono to cook well, you need to cook the ogbono for like 5 minutes more. If you cook it for 5 minutes, then you will now add the okra. You can see I'm adding the okra. Let's add this okra. And I cut my okra into chunks, not tiny slices. Tiny slices will melt in the soup. But chunks, after cooking, you chew on your okra. You still get your okra and the crunchiness of the okra. So let's check the soup. It has cooked. I allowed it to cook for like 2 minutes. Then you give it a stir to check the okra. Okra is almost cooked. Ogbono is almost cooked. So here I've added my Uziza leaves. I introduced my Uziza leaves to the soup. Now we need another vegetable, which is ugu. We're going to add the ugu leaves, a little ugu leaves. Don't add too much leaves to your ogbono, or else it will become a slimy vegetable soup. Just little leaves to it. Then you give it a stir, cover to cook for just 60 seconds or 50 seconds, not even up to a minute. You cover to cook a little while so that your vegetable will not overcook. Don't let your vegetable overcook. As I'm giving it a stir, it has started cooking. The ugu needs only heat to make it cook. So you don't need to overcook your soup. You can see our ogbono soup is coming out very well. It's coming out very well. And it's cooked. Let's dish for ourselves. Pair this soup with any swallow of your choice. Any swallow of your choice. Is it fufu, gari, that which is eba, plantain fufu, oats meal, any swallow of your choice, and you will enjoy it. As I'm dishing it, you can see how smooth and slimy it is. Can you see? That is ogbono soup. It's also called draw soup. Draw soup. Because of the sliminess. You can see it. You can see how gorgeous this soup is. You can see how slimy it is. And you can see the okra in it came out good. 1-1. Did not dissolve in the soup. If you like my recipe, please subscribe to my channel. Like and share. See you in my next video.